Today's subject is the flightless bird. In theory, most birds are capable to take flight, beating their wings against the wind, defying gravity and creating a dancing miracle across the sky. However, in contrast, other feathered friends subdue their wings as grounded fowl ripe for the inevitable slaughter. Railing against their very nature and best interest, broken wings are defiantly preferred to cascading ones. Thus, the space is far and wide between the innate born nature to fly versus the actual ability and practice of doing so. Now, friends, let us listen and apply today's lesson.
Song title, Never Tear Us Apart, by In Excess, 1988. Lyric, I told you that we could fly, 'cause we all have wings, but some of us don't know why.
I told you that we could fly, 'cause we all have wings, but some of us don't know why.
I'll just make this plain from the very beginning. Everyone is not God, period. Just because you have the equipment and innate potential does not make you God. Let's talk about the metaphoric flightless birds that waste their time scrambling about the ground with wings, but refuse to fly. Some of them flat out don't want to know how to fly. They are literally birds for no reason. They are a waste of wings. Though birds are born to fly and all have wings, like the song said, some of them just don't know why. This is truly sad, but there's nothing we as gods can do about it. We can't make these birds take flight, nor can we convince them to. They either take flight on their own, or they don't. It's simple as that. No amount of coaching or encouragement is going to help them. If everyone could, everyone would, but everyone can't, so everyone simply does not. I'm not being mean, just taking the time to tell those of us called to godhood to stop wasting time trying to save those who don't want to be saved. As you know, many years ago I repaired my credit from a FICO score of 414 to a solid FICO of 785 today. I was so excited to have the knowledge, insight, and mechanics of how to repair credit. I foolishly tried to help 3 women I've known for many years to turn their credit lives around too. I showed them my new excellent credit scores and advised I'd be more than happy to tell them step by step what to do to repair their credit, but never heard from either of them about it again, ever. I showed these ladies that they could fly. Hell, I even showed them my wings, but of course they turned and walked away, as the grounded flightless birds they were. Another example. In 2022, before my weight loss surgery, I was pre-checking into the hospital a week before the procedure. The intake guy advised what my projected portion of cost would be after my health insurance paid. He told me if I prepaid my portion instead of being billed for it after the surgery, I could save $800. So, I agreed and gave him my Charles Schwab Platinum American Express card. He sighed sadly as he looked at my shiny metal Amex and said he wished he had good credit like me and that he was just discharged from a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. I immediately went into overdrive telling him how I'd declared bankruptcy twice and how easy it was for me to literally turn my credit around. He perked up, and I could tell he believed me. I suggested we exchange numbers so I could help him, but he hesitated. That should have been my first clue he was a grounded, flightless bird. Then I foolishly gave him my phone number, advising him to call me when he was ready to ultimately learn how to fly, and that I was giving free flying lessons. Needless to say, I'm still waiting on his call nearly 2 years later. My best friend Aubryn told me to stop selling people dreams about this pie in the sky, excellent credit, and to just fix their credit for them the way I'd done for him. Aubryn told me, Trent, people aren't crazy like you believing they're God, and that anything is possible. He also said maybe they thought I was bragging and slick trying to stunt on them. I told him I'd tell people my wins first, but I'd always follow up telling my losses, also to ensure I didn't come across as an egotist. Then he said, Don't try to show them how. Just do it for them, the way you did it for me. My best friend was asking me to fly for these people if I really wanted to help them because they were afraid to take flight. I love my best friend and was happy to do the work for him, so I figured, well, if I really want to help others next time, I'll just offer to fly for them. Another big mistake. I wound up having brunch with a coworker who asked for my assistance and who also truly needed help with her credit. I advised I'd do everything for free. All she had to do is mail the disputes to the credit bureaus. I literally told her I would feed her. Actually, moreover, I'd chew up the food for her and spit it in her mouth. All she had to do was swallow, and she still didn't want it and waddled away as another tiny grounded bird. You can literally give free flying lessons or tell these cowards to jump on your back so you can do the flying for them, and they'll still refuse. This was it for me. No more. I decided then and there to allow these lazy birds to mill around the barnyard like the chickens they were content being. In 2009, I met famed songwriter, fellow Grammy Award winner and Real Housewives of Atlanta alum, Kandi Burruss, at a Grammy-sponsored songwriters event here in Nashville. She'd tweeted she'd be at the event and encouraged other local songwriters in the Nashville area to come out and network with her. After I arrived, greeted her, and read the room, I noticed there were very few serious songwriters in attendance, but several people only there for photo ops with her. I mentioned this, and Kandi said, "It's always like this. Nobody is ever really serious about real success. They only talk a good game about what they want, but rarely prepare to do anything about it." She went on to say, while she didn't remember me by name, she knew I'd show up. I looked puzzled, and she reminded me of my avatar pic on Twitter, a picture of me when I was 14 years old. Kandi remarked, "You looked like you could have been in a 90s R&B boy band on your Twitter picture. You also look like a songwriter, and that you work in the music industry already. I could sense you're serious about songwriting," she complimented. Incidentally, Kandi told me about a song she'd written called "Fly Above" that would be released in the near future. The song was about flying high against all odds. She also made several references in the song about her being a bird in flight and compared herself to a jet airplane. Kandi could easily conclude I was just like her, ready to spread my wings and fly away to success. She treated me differently than all of the people she invited to the conference, who were only there to bask in her light and jump on her back for a free flight. Throughout her career, Kandi has more than proven she's not just a bird in flight, but a soaring eagle reaching immeasurable heights. Bottom line, some of us are born to fly as gods. It's effortless for us. It's truly second nature. We have to allow the flightless birds to be. We can't help them. Stop sharing the good news of your godhood. Keep it to yourself. Those who are called will heed the call. All others will sadly be left behind. And that shit is on them, not you. Even before my official rebirth and resurrection as a demigod in 2020, the call had been on my life as a child. Neville Goddard's teachings were just confirmation for what I'd been practicing already for decades. This was a natural, progressive evolution. If you are a student of Neville's and take godhood seriously as a lifestyle, congratulations. You're one of the few who are called as God. Don't allow these flightless birds to deter your personal aviation by simply allowing them to take the long route of ground transportation. After all, this is who they are and what they want. Thanks for listening. I hope this message resonates with all of you, and until next time, peace.